Next trick is try to get these mufflers sorted out. I got an 8-foot piece of 2.5-inch muffler in here. Right here's where my header comes down. I'll put this flex pipe in here, and I've got a J bend. I've got a 45 right here, which just looking at it looks like it'll be real close to what I need. So I'll put a 45 there, and I'll put my flex pipe in. I've got it set up pretty good there in the back. So I'll just sort of roughly mock this up and then tag it with a welder about where I want it. Then I'll pull the whole thing out and weld it, and then I'll probably go to a muffler shop for that back part, because it's got some pretty fancy bending in it to get around that trailing arm there on the Corvette rear end. But anyway, that's what we'll do now. We'll just start cutting this stuff up and marking it and see if I can get a decent exhaust under here. Yeah, I got this all welded up, and 8 feet of it. And welds don't look too bad. It's hard to weld pipe with a flux weld welder, especially when everything's crooked. But anyway, I've got this in, and next thing will be to shove it up in the car, loose bolt it here, and then cut it for the where the exhaust pipe goes back here. I mean the muffler. I've got this up into the header good. Going on down here, I've got it sort of blocked up with that muffler right about where it goes. So what I can do here now is just mark this thing so I can cut that pipe, and then I'll brace it all up in there, tack that muffler, pull it out, and weld it. It's about 3 or 4 cameras and broke them here, but anyway, here's this left side is completed. I've got it going in towards the center of the car and then coming out straight again. This takes it out to about where the back of the wheel is. But the pipe's pretty much all done and welded up. Now I'm going to try to put this thing in, put exhaust gaskets on it, and bolt everything up pretty tight, and then I can I don't know how well you can see here, but I put a donut up in here and a bolt and an old hanger and hung the muffler. It's pretty straight. I got threads on both of those, so I can put a nut in and kind of squash it up. And we're all looking pretty good up through here. See, the muffler's wiggling quite a bit too much, at least as far as I'm concerned. But I'm going to still have one more hanger in the back. Show you what the back looks like. So I've kind of got it coming right under where the trailing arm off the Corvette rear end goes. I got it where it's clearing pretty good. I don't see how I would hit anything. And then right after that spring, I'm going to bring it out as a 45. Bring it out through here, and then I'll put the muffler actually right here. Get it away from that gas tank. But I'll have a muffler shop do that. For now, I've got some decent pipes in there that I can start it, and it won't sound too bad. Now my next thing is to go over there to that other one and do the same 3 or 4 bends that I've got in it on this one. Get it down into the middle. So now I'll put the other header gasket on and start snugging stuff up so I can tell what I need to do. One of the differences I found between a Comet and this thing here, I got like 1/8 of an inch right here, and back here on the steering box that header is touching. You can see it's dented there a little bit on the bottom. I don't know if you can see this at all, but so what I'm going to have to do is pull that exhaust manifold out of there and just take a hammer and dent it some more so it'll clear good. It's just a little too close for comfort as far as I'm concerned, and I don't want it rattling and making noise, so best time to do the dentings right now. Alright, got my headers dented here, manifold and gasket put on. I got it blocked in and bolted up where I want it here. I got all my muffler and everything blocked up where I want it. I cut this rear pipe in a few places, and I got it set here pretty much where I want it. I got them coming straight out and tacked up, so now I'm going to pull the muffler out, weld it all the way around, and then put it all back together, and I should be good to go. Here's the pipe all welded up. Again, not the best welds in the world, but good enough for what I want. Next thing is put it back in there and block it again, and then I can weld this pipe into the muffler. Alright, well, I got them in and hung with some rubber donuts on bolts. I'm clearing the rear end there about 1 inch. I don't know if you can see the other side. That's about the same. I've got this one muffler might be 1 inch lower than the other. I'm not too happy with the way that turned out. And I'm clearing the frame good over there. I basically got this muffler a little lower than what I wanted, but if I really want to, I can cut this pipe and just cut a little slot out of it and bend it up on 2 ends and weld it again. But for right now, this is good enough for what I'm after. I've got it all bolted in tight, and it's pretty straight in the back end here. I've got this one centered right at the camber adjusting bolt, and this one too is centered right about the camber adjusting bolt. They look kind of crooked from this angle. One's longer than the other, and I don't have the exact right angles on them. This one's coming out parallel to the car. This one's a little to the outside, but these will be cut off, and I'll get the muffler coming out in this area here. But for what I'm doing right now, that's what I needed to get done, and I'm happy with the results. At least the mufflers are in and I can start it.